Hey, welcome generators to your September reading. I'm excited that you stopped by here today. So I want to remind you about what's happening in the skies. So we currently, at the beginning of September through the middle of the month, are in Mercury retrograde. We also have a lot of other of the major planets, Pluto, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune, I believe, are all in retrograde. Also, I think Chiron is also. So there's a lot of retrogrades. What the heck does that mean? You don't have to know a lot. I'm going to explain it to you really quickly. So all of these retrogrades give us an opportunity to reevaluate, to revisit, to replan, whatever we've got going on. So like, for instance, we'll be having, I think you're going to gain a lot of clarity during this month. And by the way, most of these retrogrades go on beyond September, except for Mercury. So there's going to be times that you're going to be able to like see through the illusion or the BS maybe you've been telling yourself or that other people have been telling you. That's going to pop through pretty clearly. You're going to have probably some clarity on what the next step is for yourself. And for generators, let's remember you're here to respond to your world. You're not here to initiate. And because I'm saying that because your first card is actually comes out of the root center, it's gate 53 right there. I want to show it to you. It is the pressure to begin. Your physical body will give you pressures of like when it's time to get started on something, and sparks will fly because it cultivates a really genuine excitement of like, something new to start creating or to start redoing. And you may be asking yourself, but aren't we in a retrograde? And I would say, yes, we are in a retrograde. However, I have a feeling that some of these new sparks are going to be sparks in which are going to be revisiting something that maybe you were creating in the past that maybe you've let go of, you've forgotten about. The energy wasn't right. The universe wasn't showing you it's time to respond to this. I think you're going to get some beautiful ways of attuning to this new inspiration, because that's what it is. You're going to have attunement to new inspiration. You need to trust when it is time to move forward on it. And don't feel bad if you start something and you're like, I'm still not fully clear on it at the very beginning, because we are in a retrograde. But I really do feel as if it's going to be something that maybe you've thought about before in the past. Maybe you even started it and you just paused it, but that could definitely be happening for you. So the second card that you got is the King of Wands. Let me tell you, King of Wands, first of all, Wands is usually about career or work or something you're doing in your house, whatever you consider your daily work. Because sometimes we're working from home, maybe we're working for our home, or maybe we're working for another company, doesn't matter. But this is definitely a work type of thing. And it means to stand really strong, to be able to take a look at all the avenues, because that's what a king does. A king wants to make sure everybody who's involved in this project or this new idea is getting and seeing what exactly it is that they need, right? A king also can own the confidence it takes to start something new or to start something that you've already revisited that you're rebringing back up again, right? That's really important for anybody in business, is to have that confidence to move forward. It's a natural born leader, this card is. And so knowing that you have the ability to move forward on it, especially if you have gate 7, and 7 is up in the center up here. If you have gate 7, that might feel a little bit more activated with this card also, to be your own leader. I tell you, powerhouse of a month for generators. Then you also got the strength card, and the strength card is just that. You do have the strength to carry out whatever this new idea or whatever this new project is for this month for you guys. I'm very excited. Generators, like, you understand, you have a lot of energy to give out during the month. Every night you should be going to bed really tired. Generators, if you're doing the things that you love, if you're going to bed and you're not excited about what you're doing the next day, then you need to pause and revisit that. Like, what would bring me pure positive joy in this moment? Because you're going to have the strength, the know-how, the leadership, the ability, the resources. It's all going to be there for you to follow through on something. Generators, you're here for mastery. You're not here because you're going to start something new because what you've been working on isn't working. You're going to reevaluate it. You're going to say, when would be a good time to start this? And what do I need to tweak for this? A lot of times generators, and I can relate to this, feel as if, oh, things aren't going very well, I'm just going to start something new, because if I'm not busy, I don't feel value. And so I'm not saying that you're not going to be busy, because I really do think that you're going to have that energy of like moving forward on something, but make sure it's in the genre of what brings you pure positive joy, and that you're not starting something new just because you feel as if everything else is kind of stagnant, because that can be very real for generators. And so now I'm going to ask the Moonology on the manifesting deck just to kind of give us a summary of what I've talked about here today. I mean, it's a pretty freaking exciting reading for you guys. Powerhouses, and I do love about it because it is kind of showing the masculine and feminine balance in it all. Strength card is a major arcana, so that strength is really there for you, like be the lioness. Oh my stars, how did I not see that? Two lions. Hello. Wow, that just cracks me up. That just cracks me up. Two lions, they're fierce, nothing stops them. Generators, when you're doing something that's pure positive love, you have that focus. You can focus, you can get stuff done that needs to get done. And the cool part is that you got reveal what needs to be seen, and that's a Scorpio energy. Let me feel my way through that part of it. Reveal what needs to be seen. Scorpios are not, this energy of Scorpio is not afraid to take a look at all the aspects, even the most scariest aspect. And oh, here it is. Even the scariest aspect. And because you've got that lioness energy, that lion energy or lioness, whatever you want to call it, that energy, that fierce energy, means it doesn't matter what shows up in your pathway for whatever it is that you're going to begin to start. You've got the potential to move forward and be able to say, ooh, even if this doesn't work, I'm going to be able to see a different way of doing it. In fact, it's a way of saying, okay, universe, this is how I'm thinking that I'm going to work my way through this. But if this isn't the correct way, then slam the door in front of me so that I can pursue it in another way. You'll be able to see the ins and the outs. I think you're going to be really in tune with what it is that you need to work on, what it is that you don't need to be working on. Like you don't have to spend time idly doing these busy things that have no service towards this new project, this new idea, this new business concept, whatever it might be for yourself. You're going to know. It will just make itself known very easily and quickly for you. And with that lioness energy surrounding you, it's kind of like, yeah, you need to get moving on this, and feel the joy in it. We don't want to do anything that's not in joy anymore. That's just the old paradigm for a lot of us, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, like we have a tendency as generators to just kind of push through because that's what we were taught. I don't want you to do that anymore. You've got to be only working in the elements, the things that light your hiney up. Because when you do that, you will have the energy, the fierceness to work through, to get it done. And maybe it isn't a manner that you're going to get it completed in September, but you certainly are going to have that wherewithal, that energy to take that idea and that inspiration and make a big dent in it. And that's pretty powerful. Yeah, amazing reading for you guys. I just also want to let you all know that I do have 2 openings starting up in September for business coaching. I only take a certain amount so that I can work really intensely with you. So if you're ready, if you're really ready to make the rest of this year something really magical within your business, let's connect with all of that. Sorry, I just got a call while I was just talking. So anyways, let me state that again. So if you are somebody who is really looking forward to take your business to that next level, if there's goals and objectives that you wanted to hit in your business this year and you didn't get there, let's get started in September so that by January of next year, you're going to be moving in such a beautiful, loving, great direction that you'll know that you'll hit your goals. So if you're wanting to do that, let's connect. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great, great month.